Hello, Mrs. Bobby, lesson 4. We are getting right into this module. As you can see, number 1 is very similar to yesterday, but it says, if needed, draw a model. So once again, I will show you how to do that with a model and then standard algorithm. We draw it and take it into 9 sections. And we only need 8 of them. So we need 8 sections, and we have to make them in 4/9 portions. There's 4. So our answer to that is 2. Standard algorithm. Left side gets brought down. Division sign becomes a time sign. We do the reciprocal of that. We notice that one diagonal is exactly the same. They become 1s, and we go straight across multiplication. Horizontal. 8 times 1 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. How many denominators go into the numerator? Which would be 2. In other words, 8 divided by 4 is 2. Same answer, different approach. But now, as you can see, if we look down to question number 3, we don't have the common denominator. So there's a couple ways to do this. If you want to draw a picture, or you feel you need to draw a picture, we will need to get the common denominator first. So we can get a common denominator. So I'm just going to do this, and we're going to put it right underneath it. If we look at the two denominators, we have 5 and a 3. That becomes 15. And we see that in order to get from 5 to 15, we have to multiply by 3. Whatever we do the denominator, we do to its numerator. So we have a 9. And how do we get from 15 is times by 5? What do we do to the denominator? We do the numerator. And that gives me 5. And now I can build a tape diagram out of this. But let's just say that you couldn't see what a common denominator was. You can always make a chart. And if you count by 3s, so on and so forth, and you do the same for the 1/3. And you go until you find the denominators, the 3 and the 5 are the denominators, to where they meet. And as you can see, there's another way of looking at those two fractions. Okay, so this is just a different way if you need it. So now we're back to our tape diagram. We have to get 15 sections. And we need 9 of them. And we have to break them in sets of 5. Oh, I can only get 1 set of 5. So I have 1 set. I have 4 leftovers out of a group of 5. So my answer here is 1 4/5. Standard algorithm. We could take it from the original. Bring it down, change the sign, flip the fraction, do the reciprocal. Straight across, 9/5. How many 5s are in the 9? 1. How many leftovers from the 9? Which is 4. Denominator, 5. Another way kids look at this, let me just adjust this down one more time for you. It's going a little crooked, but sorry about that. That some kids look at it like this. 5 goes into 9 once. 4 leftovers. We're having a heck of a time today. One 4/5. So it's another way to look at that. All right, it's a lot for that one. So let's look at another one. I'm not going to do this way up here. Just going to do standard algorithm on number 4 and tape diagram. Common denominator first, 20. Count by 4s, count by 5s where they meet. 4 goes to 20 by 5. Whatever we do to the denominator, we do to its numerator. Whatever we do to the denominator, we do to its numerator. Now we have common denominators. Tape diagram, 20. Color in 15. And we need to group in groups of 4. Well, we can get 3 full groups, 3 leftovers out of a group of 4. So our answer here is 3 3/4. Standard algorithm, we'll do right here. 3/4 divided by 1/5. Bring down the left fraction, change the division sign to a times sign, do the reciprocal of the right side. Straight across is 15/4. So we can do that little math thing. It's how many denominators are numerator, how many 4s in 15. In other words, 15 divided by 4. 4 goes into 15 3 times to make 12. We subtract, we get 3. Our answer is 3 3/4 right there. As always, this is Mrs. Bobby, and I love math. And Diet Coke.